trailer's on the ground, the drag on the ground. Well, what's up everybody? FSC Trucking. I lost a tire. I'm pretty sure it's a drive. We're trying to get up here to this next exit. And I don't know exactly what's going on back there. We have a 10 wide striker. One of them half electric ones that weigh in about 50-something thousand pounds. 51,000. We're like 87K gross. And we're 10 wide. Obviously I have Jen holding the camera. Jen decided to go on the ride with me. Jen, shine forward here. We're trying to make it to that next exit. So reduced down to about 30 mile an hour. I know we lost a tire. I don't know what other kind of damage is done back there. We're just trying to make it to the exit where it's at least reasonably safe to figure out what's happening. Now we do have full fenders on this truck, and a little while ago, while the camera was running, I heard crap coming off the truck. So I don't know if the tire's just ripping crap up or what. I don't have any idea as of yet. So we'll get stopped and figure it out here. Alright, we're at the exit. Let's pull off and examine the damage. Figures there ain't even any wide spot to pull off really. I'll just get off as far as we can. I believe it's still on the pavement though. I don't want to put it over. The trailer, I felt it hit a bunch of bumps and I felt it scraping the ground, so I don't really want to put over into the gravels and risk bottoming out. So we'll leave it. Let's at least see what we've done. Let's go see the damage. No, it ain't. It ain't the truck. Trailer, I think. I know I saw the donut go flying. Oof. That actually saves our day. It's the inner tire. I saw that donut go flying in the rear view mirror. Wow. Okay. That's what I heard hitting the ground. My strobe. Man. You want to know the irony? The tire shop we're gonna have to go to get that tire changed is the tire shop that sold me these tires. Watch your back. Wow. It's not even been that hot. Man, oh man.
I thought we were moving so good. Your sign.
Oh, my sign is trashed. That was a cheap one anyway. All right. I'll have to get us a new one. Here, take this. All right, we're just gonna have to get another one. Or see if we can spare. Not better than nothing. Oh man, I hate to say it like that. I'm glad it's a trailer, although that did some damage. But I'm glad it was the trailer, not the tractor. We do carry a spare tire. I was worried. I thought, because I felt it shake, you know, I thought it was one of these come apart. It's like I hear crap coming off the truck, you know. I was like, oh no. All right. Well, let's figure out what we're gonna do here. So we're on 39 South in Illinois, like the 40-something mile marker. Bloomington, Illinois. Oh, look at this. Face forward down, look at this. That's him. It's that hump in the road. So we're gonna maintain a slower speed, a much slower speed. Try to limp this down to the Southern Tire Mart, which is at the Pilot in Bloomington. Quick update. We decided we're going to stop up here at this next exit at the Road Ranger in Mononk, Illinois. Southern Tire Mart was pretty busy. They told me it'd be a couple hours to get to me. And I was still a little nervous about limping it all the way. For the difference in the price, I'll have them come to this truck stop here, but it's not going to be Southern Tire Mart, it's going to be Love's. They told me it'd be about 45 minutes. It's just that we're running heavy on the permit, and we got 36,460 on the tandem on the trailer. We permitted up to 40K, but think about it, that one single down tire is severely overloaded because the other tire obviously isn't doing crap. So you could limp them, but I don't know if that inner tire, well, it did grenade, it didn't just slowly let down, but I don't know if there was any damage done. So it's kind of like, did we overheat that other tire? Probably not, considering the one that failed just blew apart. Don't really know. Either way, Lowe's is going to come up, do a service call, but we'll be in the truck stop rather than on the shoulder. If we lose that inner, if we lose the other tire, the outer, then we're going to be on the shoulder, and then that's where it can get real dangerous and nasty, and I really don't want that. So I'm nervous to run the last 30 miles, 28 miles, whatever it is. So we're just, I mean, we're doing 45 mile an hour, not even, we're doing 42. Just go and take it easy and slow. They'll come up, switch out, put that spare on there, and that'll be that. All right. Funny, like peculiar type funny, is those tires were put on at the Southern Tire Mart there in Bloomington. I had lost a tire. I hit a tube, like literally like a leftover spike strip from like where the police spike strip a car. I had hit a tube like that, and it took the tire down. And the way I found it is I had pulled over and I walked past the trailer and I felt it very hot. The inner tire was completely flat and the outer one was extremely hot. That's how I found it. Just happened to be walking by the trailer. I like to stay out of the dirt with this thing. Now they sold me Bridgestones, that's what they had. With the weight we run on these trailer tires, even with my old step deck, I've always ran Michelins. I've preferred Michelins always. But when you lose a tire on the road, unless you carry your own spare, you get what you get. And the Michelins were unavailable at that time, so Bridgestones it was. Years ago, when I first started with Widmeyer, the Michelins were a little hard to get in this trailer size, and we were losing them quite often. But it wasn't the Michelins we were losing. We were buying Bridgestones, and then somebody lost their mind and tried to put recaps on these little trailer wheels, and that was an absolute disaster. But yeah, the Michelin was always the better tire. But now, the last time, granted we were in Texas, the one we lost was a Michelin, so go figure. But I think in the course of 20 years driving for Widmeyer, I think I've lost, in a catastrophic failure like that, I think I've lost one, maybe two. Definitely one, possibly only two Michelins. So I definitely prefer the Michelin tire. So at this point, we're just going to put the spare and then run it with, you know, with the spare on it, and then when we get home I'll just put 2 brand new Michelins on it and call it a day. We'll set the trailer brakes for now. May have to release them later for the tire guy. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the green APU. We'll sit in the air conditioning while we wait for the tire guy. Now these things are pretty easy. You just push the button again, gives you your start sequence, and it'll fire up. Alright, so we'll sit in the basket of air conditioning while we wait for the tire guy. Let's see how that tire did, limping it to here. Yeah, definitely hot to the touch. Very hot to the touch. I mean, you can keep your hand on it. It's not like you're gonna burn yourself, but it's definitely hot to the touch. That tire ain't happy. This one's much cooler. So yeah, it's a good thing we stopped. So those are the Bridgestones that come from the Southern Tire Mart in Bloomington. And these are Michelins that I'm imagining I installed those. I don't remember exactly. On this side, I do remember, because these ones were installed at my shop not all that long ago. I think we did this right after we got the chapel trailer out. These 2 were replaced in near Texarkana, Texas, but on the Arkansas side is a Flying J. What is that, like the 16 or something mile marker? I bought 2 new ones there, and the old one that was the position wound up being my spare. So my spare, I think, is a Michelin that isn't really all that old. Matter of fact, let's get up there and go ahead and get it. Here, take the back of your hand, put the back of your hand against this tire right here like this.
This?
Yep. See how hot it is?
Yeah.
Now, this one's holding all the weight now. Put your back of your hand on that one. It ain't gonna burn you, but you'll see the difference.
Oh, yeah, that's way hotter.
Way hotter.
Way hotter.
I don't know how much more that tire could take. That's why we stopped.
I know, I was afraid to go any amount.
See, I'm worried about losing that last tire and then be on the shoulder road with a wide load. So that's why we're paying the extra money for the road call. It's like, what, $130 an hour, 2 hour minimum. So it's like 300 and something bucks. But it would be 60 if I made it all the way. If I made it all the way. But don't make it all the way, then we're in, you know, then we're buying a tire. Well, we're buying tires anyway, but yeah. Just wanted Jen to see the difference in the tires.
Yeah. See it. I feel it.
Welcome to a day in my life.
Welcome to a day in my life.
Alright, here's our service truck. Alrighty, we just paid the bill. They texted the service guy. He took off, so we're good to roll. So we'll see what we got. There's a little damage to the trailer, but nothing major and we can't deal with. So there we are. I got the new tire, well, the spare installed. There's the spare sitting on there. This got ganked up. Previous owner had lights facing down for like the underglow, and that got pulled down. So the thing we're missing is a strobe and half a mud flap, so we'll have to get that fixed here down the line. And this LED at Maxima, I don't know if you can tell, it took a beating, so a lot of it's missing. It's gonna have to be like that for a little while at least. All right, Jen went inside to get some food. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom and we'll eat while we drive. All right, let's get at it. So what we have is a hubcap kit for Black Dog, courtesy of friends of mine over at Big Rig Chrome Shop. Coincidentally, if you guys go on bigrigchromeshop.com or show up in person and give them FSC Spike 10, all caps, FSC Spike 10. That gives you 10% off everything. That's right, everything. The loaded fenders, hubcap kits, headache racks, everything. In store or online. FSC Spike 10, all caps, FSC Spike 10. That's how you get your 10% off. That's everything in store, whether you're standing there in person, ordering online. FSC Spike 10. Gotta be all caps though. All right, let's get this thing delivered. The battle damage back here from that blown tire. We'll have to fix that when we get home. Plus get 2 new tires again. Keep this until it's excuse me. It's messed up, and I'll keep it till I know I don't need it anymore or have it replaced. The tire did it at bumper. Cleaned it down to the steel and it flash rusted from the rain last night. Lucky it didn't hurt the airbag actually. trucking. I was thinking about them tires, you know, these 17.5s. It's one of them Michelins at the Bridgestone up there. When I had my step deck running all the time, before I had this RGN, I used to run LVSR trucks for the Marine Corps. Used to take them out of Wisconsin, run them down to Camp Pendleton. I used to do that once a week at the height of them. We did a lot of them, and I was on spread axle step, and I was putting 40,000 on the back of the trailer as often. It made the Wyoming permit cheaper if you put more on the spread than on the drives. So the drives is close tandem, it was more expensive if you put the weight up front. But I'd run them tandems just under 20,000 per axle. It's 40K for the spread, right? Anyway, I never had a tire problem with that, even in the heat. So, like I said earlier with the tires, the Michelins I feel hold up better than them Bridgestones do. But the last one that grenaded was a Michelin. It's not like they can't grenade, it's just, it's less likely to. It just kind of sucks that I had 2 catastrophic tire losses, I don't know, the last couple of months. I forget when the other one was, but it was kind of recent. But I've been watching them every time we stop and check, and spare never got hot, the outside tire never got hot. And it didn't cool off. I mean, later in the afternoon it did. Like right now the sun's beating down, later in the afternoon it became overcast. I think it's just the randomness of tires. Everybody thinks, that's a common misconception in trucking. Everybody thinks that every mishap can be prevented. No, not everything can. That's lawyers and insurance companies telling you that. I don't care how often you walk around with a tire pressure gauge and check your tires. All you have to have is something that you hit a road hazard and one tire goes out. You won't know it going down the road. That's not what happened here. Because the other tire had perfect air pressure. To me, there's just a random estimation of shit happens. It's the shit happens factor. So yeah, I don't live in the fake perception that everything can be prevented. I do live in the reality of trucking where you prevent as much as you can and be ready to deal with the rest as much as you can. Tire caper here notwithstanding. I have a spare, I just needed it installed. I guess you could say if I had a battery powered impact and a bottle jack, I could have done it myself. And you'd be right, but at what point is it just too much, right? It doesn't happen all that often. Oh, it has happened more recently, but it is what it is. Oh, a piece of tire stuck in the... Yeah, leave a comment. I threw a bungee in the weeds one time in some crap ass port. Oh, I lit the comments up. You threw a busted bungee, you should throw it in the garbage. That thing belonged on the highway down the road. Didn't fall off all the way, I just finished the job. machine and we can pull the trailer apart. Are still perfectly intact. Full set of fenders from Big Rig Chrome Shop. Yes, the scratched. Yes, the damaged. The tough. Still here. Yes, Timmy's trailer scratched the hell out of them because nobody knew that them trailer was going to be used. Everybody, as far as we knew, this is the only trailer we'd be pulling with this truck. So the ramps were set up for this truck and trailer before the fenders were installed. And even there, this trailer clears no problem. Now Waltron is a very different front end. So, are they damaged? Yes. Are they tough? Yes. Are they usable? Yes. That's all I need. Will it bring best to show in mid-America? Hell no. I don't even clock my bolts. Like I care which direction my bolts are pointed. Easier to reach under to hit that release now. Alright, now watch when I set the trailer on the ground. My trailer clears my fenders. That's what it was set up for. See how close? It's on the ramp, close, but not on it. Again, not set up for a different trailer, set up for this one. See how the ramps are set up. I don't even know why I'm responding to this. I guess it just bugs me somewhere where people talk crap about how this is set up, and they don't understand that it wasn't set up for every trailer. And yet here I am still responding. Crazy. First things first, with the battery on. So this is one of their Volteras. They call it electric, but it's diesel and electric, and it's heavier because of the batteries. How exactly it works, I don't know. I think it's more like a hybrid car than it is like a locomotive. All I know is how to drive it. Go. Let's get a walk around. Should there be any damage in the future, this way it's documented, it's not me.